edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by nhliberty.org. Well, we're at the Liberty Forum, day 2 in Nashua, New Hampshire. I'm going to give you a quick shot of how it looks, but also I've gotten permission to go in up close on one of the speeches by Boston Tea Party, and he's over here in Parlor C. Hopefully when I go in, he'll still be speaking and not just taking questions. Let's see how this looks.
Modules for Mandarin, whatever you're going to 30 must know. And it's at 320 pages so far. And, you know, typical, once I start writing, I can't stop. It covers everything. It covers dating, it covers saving money, working, dealing with the government, languages, travel. Basically any kind of module where I think a young man probably wasn't taught at home or didn't have experience with. I try to give a synopsis of, what can be done, what should be done, how this will help them be a more complete and competent man. And we need men in the society, okay? Because the ladies will go where the men lead, and if the men aren't leading anywhere, the ladies are, will do it themselves, okay? And probably better. So, we need men shaping themselves up. So I've taken on a big project in that book, and it's very gratifying, and I've learned a lot and seen some stuff I need to improve on, so it's been good for me too. Maybe this year it'll be out, but probably next year. So as far as what have I learned in 20 years, what's changed in 20 years? Obviously the explosion of information and the interrelationship of that information. When I started, there was no internet. My first book I wrote before the internet, and it was a tough book to write. It was about income taxes and history and the law and so forth. Now the Internal Revenue Code has been digitized in 2002. Peter Hendrickson wrote Cracking the Code. You can find it at www.losthorizons.com. An excellent treatise on the limited jurisdiction of the income tax statutes and how it may not apply to you. Okay. I quit printing my first book by April 15th because I thought Peter had really unlocked the issue. So that's one example of how the information has really come together. But as I mentioned in my talk, information alone isn't going to do it. Okay? Even if we've all educated ourselves, still paying taxes, all right? Still not able to be a warrior if all the thinking and voting doesn't work and they come for you. Still can't defend yourself. So education goes only so far. I'd like to see now kind of a hardening of the freedom culture and getting very serious about acquiring an intelligence and counterintelligence capacity, getting serious about this fight. So that's encouraging. And it used to be, one last thing about your question, it used to be that if there was someone like me writing a book or someone like Stuart doing something, they got squashed pretty quickly, pretty hard. Okay, because there wasn't that many people back then, 20 years ago, writing very controversial and hard-hitting books about the government and so forth. Now there are. Now you can do it and get away with it. I'm not in prison for having done so, but had I started in the 70s, I might be. Some trumped-up charge or something like that. So I see that we are getting more effective, and we're not getting mowed down like we were before. So it's encouraging, but keep the long view. And realize this is a war in all phases of human existence. It truly is a war. Yes, ma'am. Michelle.
I appreciate so much income tax involved in that. And one thing that you touched on is that if you are contributing financially to the system, then you're actually part of the problem.
She says if you contribute to the system, you're part of the problem. That's what she's saying.
They make me, or yes, but I can go to jail. That yes, but you have just kind of I don't know, not a padding on it, but you look on it and everything. You have an approach.
Right. The question was, let's say a libertarian says, "Yeah, I'm for liberty and I work hard and I run this caucus and I have this website," but and someone counters and says, "But you still pay income tax. You're still paying the enemy." Yes, but I have to and all that. I think the best answer is, well, no, you probably don't have to. There are 60 million non-filers the last time the IRS admitted to the number. Okay, so look into it. you can be more free in that sphere than you think. The income
All right.
scheme
Had permission to get close by the speaker wanted me to get close, but some of the folks here don't. Yeah, apparently I was in front of a camera, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and scoot back.
Privileged profit. Okay, income means a profit. And who here has seen From Freedom to Practice?
See if there's anything else to see out here at the Liberty Forum.
See with the Sidney Sheldon, the IRS former commissioner and House counsel, and he admits the term income is not in the tax code. And the reason why.
All right, so zipping back out into the main corridor, I'm going to see if there's anyone else I can talk to. But actually, I probably should spare that for or save that for the next broadcast, which will be soon enough. This is the vendors area, by the way. I may do a whole separate broadcast here. I should probably sign off now, actually. It's Dave Ridley, signing out for RidleyReport.com from the New Hampshire Liberty Forum in Nashua, New Hampshire, where freedom lovers are coming together. Brought to you by liberty.org. They're the folks fighting at the State House. If you were to do this at the State House, you would hit one of them, because a member of the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance, well, they're all over the place. The New Hampshire State House. NHLiberty.org.